Well, it's quite a fitting end to the year 2020 as we find 78% of the entire country of England currently in Tier 4 lockdown, soon to be Tier 5. Millions of children will now not be allowed to attend school. Some children will not attend school indefinitely until the government decides that they can actually get their education and build their futures. A Tier 5 lockdown is going to look even worse. They're going to shut all the shops, shut all the takeaway restaurants. Did you ever think that this would be happening on our very first lockdown in March, only 9 months ago, when they said it was for 2 weeks only to protect the NHS? Now the whole country is shut down. And even with these draconian measures, the health services say that the R number will not go below 1, so it will continue to spread exponentially, which makes you ask a fundamental question that I have been asking you for the past 6 months. Can we control this virus, or can we eliminate it? That's the question. That's what we have to ask ourselves. And I think it's very clear now that we cannot eliminate it, and we have to find a way of living with it, which means we have to make a proportional response to this virus. We have to use science-based decision-making, and we need some real leadership here, because we can't keep this country locked down forever, or there literally will be no resources left to feed or clothe our citizens. Right now in London, UNICEF is feeding starving children. UNICEF, for the first time in 70 years, is feeding starving children in London. If that is not an indicator that our priorities are wrong here by locking this country down, then I don't know what is. And this is when we really have to ask ourselves some very, very hard questions. We need to make hard decisions right now. One of my mentors said, there's never an easy time to make a tough decision. And the problem with our current crop of politicians is they've never made a tough decision in their life. They can't deal with it because they're worried about polls or they're worried about something. But we need tough decisions right now. We need to make sacrifices now so we don't ruin our future. And again, I really believe this is prevention versus cure, and the lockdown is ruining everything. How will we pay for our NHS when we have no economy left? These are the questions we need to ask. And the truth is, we can have both. We can have our health, our economy. Not only can we have both, we must have both, because they are the same thing. And I have been having conversations on London Real and there afterwards on my Digital Freedom platform, because I was censored on so many social media channels with doctors, with nurses, with scientists, with Nobel Prize winners, with professors emeritus of esteemed universities. And they have all been telling me, Brian, there are solutions to this, but you're not hearing it from the politicians, and you're sure as heck not hearing it from mainstream media, because they have their agendas and they've been co-opted. It has nothing to do with you or me, our health, our mental health, the future, our children's future. And that's why I've decided to move forward and take London in a new direction. These decisions can be made quickly and implemented quickly. We can get London back to work. We can put our health first, our science first, our education first, our family first, our communities first. We can make these streets safe. We can do everything, but we just need an independent voice. We need some new ideas. We need some innovation. We need some leadership, right? It's not complicated, but I see none of that with our current politicians. None of that. And I think you feel the same way. So please leave me your comments below. Tell me if you think that we should be taking our children out of the schools. If you think our younger generation, now being called Generation COVID, needs their futures to be made more bleak at this point. I don't think that that's what we need. I think we need leadership. I think we need innovation. I think we need to make hard decisions, use the science, and make a proportional response to this virus. Leave me your comments. Wishing you all the best with your New Year's. And I am very optimistic for 2021, but we've got to move, and you have to move. You have to mobilize. We have to do this together. We have to vote. We have to change. Otherwise, we will have another year of this madness.